Obviously we discussed it last week. The first full trailer for the upcoming HBO Harry Potter series that comes out later this year dropped. And I'll tell you what, I thought it was utterly fantastic. Like, I'm not a Potterhead. I like the Harry Potter movies fine enough, but I'm definitely not a Potterhead. Never read the books, never plan to. And I talked to one, I said last week, I talked to one big fan, but the biggest Harry Potter fan I know is, of course, our friend Cody Miller, who is going to be joining us in Vegas, by the way.
I heard from him, and he said that. Yes.
Yep, he's going to be joining us again this year in CinemaCon. Of course,
one of the most fun people ever to hang out with.
Super fun dude to hang out with. Of course, Olympic gold medalist and all that kind of stuff. But he is by far bigger than my own wife, the biggest Harry Potter fan I've ever met. Now, just so you know, they had a room at their house in Indiana, him and his wife Allie, that totally dedicated to all Harry Potter stuff. They had a Harry Potter themed wedding. And when I had an extra ticket to go see an advanced IMAX screening, industry screening of the second Fantastic Beasts movie, and had to go out of town for work, and I had an extra ticket, this guy literally said, I will get on a plane tonight and fly from Indiana to Los Angeles to come with you to this screening. I'm like, dude, do it. He did. He got on a plane, flew across. Anyway, I talked to him about it. I'm like, dude, I got to ask, what do you think about the Harry Potter trailer? Because I don't know anybody who's a bigger fan of the movies than this guy or the books. And he just was out of his mind. He loved it. He said, this is going to give us something that the movies just never could. And I think what he meant by that is because you're getting a full season for every book.
Yeah.
And so I thought it was utterly fantastic. Not everybody felt that way, but that's the subjectivity of art. Totally fair. I didn't realize just how big that trailer was. Because there's been some debate about, is Harry Potter's time over? Or people aren't that enamored with it anymore, and blah, blah, blah. Well, numbers, my friend, as they say, don't lie. Because according to the Hollywood Reporter, the Harry Potter trailer passed 277 million views, becoming the most watched HBO or HBO Max trailer in history. More than Penguin, more than House of the Dragon, more than Game of Thrones, more than Euphoria, Last of Us, more than, as a matter of fact, this number, to put this into perspective, this number is so big.
How big is
that
it?
If this were a movie, it got more views than the first Avengers Endgame trailer.
Yeah,
it would sit at number 6, I believe, on the all-time movie trailer viewed list if this were a movie and not a television series. Now, let's be clear, does that mean, oh, then the series must be great? Oh, not at all. It doesn't tell us anything about the quality of the series. We'll find out when we watch the series. But what it does tell us is that anybody who tells you that interest in Harry Potter has waned doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. Again, doesn't mean the show's going to be good. Maybe it will be. I think it's going to be insanely good. Or maybe it won't be. But what it does tell us, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that interest is absolutely there. People are very intrigued by this, and whether they're happy with the trailer, not happy with the trailer, what have you. The colors weren't bright enough. Oh, please. Anyway, I thought it was great, but that's just me. It's an art. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. That's all cool. But I couldn't believe those numbers when you're talking about, like, you're putting this up against some of the most iconic series ever in the social media era. And for it to get more trailer views than Endgame did, at least trailer 1, it just says, again, beyond a shadow of a doubt, positively or negatively, people are intrigued by this Harry Potter, and I cannot wait to see this. Anyway, Rob, you saw these numbers, surprised, not surprised, and what message, if any, do you take away from the numbers we're seeing?
Oh, well, I'm not surprised by this at all. I mean, Harry Potter is a generational tsunami of both nostalgia and interest. So what I was interested, I saw Daniel Radcliffe talk about this. I saw a clip this morning when he said, since I've been Harry Potter, there's been 3 Spider-Men And he said,
I love Daniel Radcliffe.
I love him too. And he flat out said, he goes, I think it's terrific that Harry Potter is being reinvented. And he said, I especially love the fact that I don't have to show my kids Harry Potter that their dad is in. And I'm like, what an interesting, like, he was very circumspect about it, and what a great take. But when he said 3 Spider-Man, I'm like, well, there's your argument right there. You know, why not reinvent? Look, I love the idea. I'm a big proponent of, if you're going to adapt a book series in our current environment, take the time and do a book a season. That's what Reacher's doing.
Yeah.
You know, to book a season. The book certainly has enough material. I think it's easier to take a book and make a 10-episode series of TV out of it than it is to turn it into a 2-hour, 2.5-hour movie. And like Cody would tell you, those Harry Potter books are rich with secondary characters and things, and you know, you don't have to rush through all of these moments in the books that people remember. You have time to let it breathe, and you can really do, I mean, you think about any great HBO show, whether it was The Sopranos, whether it's The Wire, whether it was Rome, whether it's Game of Thrones, how rich Game of Thrones, book a season, kind of, how rich those series are going to be. And if you're going to have that kind of a fulfilling experience over the course of 10 episodes, what's not to love?
How much does this look like their mixtape cover?
It looks like an album from 1986.
Do you know what? I think that's going to be the feeling until you've seen the first episode.
Yeah, but you know what?
I like it though. I'm just saying.
I was actually taken, because look, we've seen pictures of the kids who they cast to be in the new Harry Potter. Fine. But when we saw the trailer and we actually saw the kid playing Harry Potter as Harry Potter, I was actually taken aback. I'm like, that, like, almost more so than the first time I saw Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter. I was like, this kid is Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like, he literally looks like Harry Potter. The way it's been told to me is like literally jumped off the page. And I'm not saying the kid's going to be a better Harry Potter than Daniel Radcliffe. I mean, maybe you will, maybe you won't. But I'm just saying, I was kind of taken aback by, wow. And I told you the one friend of mine who's a massive, massive Harry Potter fan said, look, again, he loves the movies, but he said, watching that trailer, it felt like the story jumping off the page of the books onto a screen. And it's going to be interesting. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about, these are insane numbers for the new Harry Potter. Again, doesn't mean it's going to be good, doesn't mean it's going to be bad. It just means that people are actually very intrigued and interested by it. Whatever you guys think about it, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.